Welcome to Rita's Room. I'm Rita, and this is my room, your spiritual electronic salon, where we do the spiritual exercise of staying awake with affirmations, meditation, breathing, and we're doing all kinds of wonderful things, releasing and letting go of that which does not serve us so that we can embrace the fullness and the brilliance of our life and of our genius. So welcome. And each week, I like to begin with this week's affirmations. I accept my world as one of peace and harmony. I know that my highest good is taking place now. I accept and welcome change easily and joyfully. I flow easily and effortlessly with the rhythm of life. All right, so we're flowing easily and effortlessly with the rhythm of life. You know, this is a very wonderful time to be alive on the planet. It's very, very exciting. We are consciously creating our evolution. We're doing it consciously. We're making positive choices. Very, very exciting time. So I decided last week with this series, this is the Shift series. It's going to kind of go along with what's going on with everything that's going on now, the shift, the tipping point that we're in. And we started last week with freedom. This week we're working with willingness. And our meditation this week is the altar of courage. So we're going to pull in that courage of the spiritual warrior so that we can move forward without any hesitancy, without any doubt. Which brings us to this week's question. So let's look at this week's question. Okay, my guides are suggesting that I move in a new direction, but I'm feeling hesitant. How can I trust my guidance more? Okay, that's an interesting question. How can I trust my guidance more? Well, you know, you ask for support and help from your guidance, and then it shows up. And then maybe it shows up in a way that you're not excited about, and you decide to think about it. It's kind of like a contradiction to your inner self because you're asking for help, but then when you get the help, you doubt it. So fear, doubt, and indecision. Now, here's the thing. Not everything is coming from your higher self. How do you discern the voices of your higher self so that you can have that confidence and sense of knowing? Well, the only way to do that is to trust, go in the direction that you feel like you're being driven into, that direction, and then see what happens. And then if it doesn't feel good, if it shows up in a way that feels uncomfortable, then say, okay, that voice was not the voice of my higher self. That was my ego self. And you'll know, you have hints, you have barometers. There's lots of little ways to know when it's coming from the ego and when it's coming from your highest good. And I have to tell you that if it's coming from your highest good, you want to pay attention because it's going to lead you to another place, which can take you to another place, which is going to be exactly where you wanted to go in the first place. But you need to go and have the experiences that all that other part of it, the detours, are going to offer you. So think about that a little bit when we go into this meditation, which is the altar of courage, and how you can ask if it's just a lack of courage and confidence that's giving you that hesitancy, or whether that hesitancy is coming from a true intuitive knowing. Because there is such a thing, and you have the right to listen to it. You have the right to listen to your intuitive. You know, this is Rita's Room. Every week we speak 4 affirmations. We speak 3 times each. We do cleansing and replenishing of the chakras. You know, we breathe in and we breathe out that we are enough. We love to do Hatha. And we do a meditation. So let's go and do this week's affirmations again. I accept my world as one of peace and harmony. I know that my highest good is taking place now. I accept and welcome change easily and joyfully. I flow easily and effortlessly with the rhythm of life. You know, there you go. We flow easily and effortlessly with the rhythm of life. And you know, we're working in this series of taking this shift. We're going from freedom to willingness, which is what we're working with this week. Next time, we're going to be working with renewal and then perfection. We're going full circle. We work with the physical, we work with the mental, the spiritual, the emotional bodies. We're going in every direction. We're dealing with all of the elements, water, the emotional body, all of the elements. This is such a great place to be. This is Rita's Room, where we do the spiritual work of staying awake. And that's what we're doing here. So now we're going to just take a little breather because we're going to do our meditation, and it's the altar of courage. So get yourself ready, and we're going to go and do this week's meditation.